Alright guys, I am making a video on my '06 Subaru Outback. Basically this is a video to help people that might run into this problem. It's not a super common problem, but it does exist. If your speedometer has ever quit working in your vehicle, and on top of it you'll get a code that appears down in the odometer screen down here that will say ERSP, which means just that your speedometer is not working. You will also, when the car is off and sitting in the parking lot or your driveway, you will notice that an ACC light repeatedly blinks right here where your outdoor temperature or miles per gallon indicator would be. And basically, well, in my case, it's January here in Michigan. We got about almost 2 feet of snow on the ground. And I get in and out of my car a lot with snow on my feet. And with the heater being on, it caused all that snow to melt into my carpet, which is inevitably frozen right now, but nonetheless, it's soaked. Now this can also happen from leaving your window down on a rainy summer day. You got a sunroof and it might leak, or you left it open and it rained in your car and your floor got soaked. Well, this is what causes your speedometer and that ACC light to start flashing. Carpet gets wet, waterlogged under your seat, which is held down with 4 bolts, one on each corner. You just unbolt the bracket from the floor. You can lift your seat out of the way, and it reveals these little cutouts here in the carpet, as you can see. Got one there for the powered seats, the airbag in the seat, and your heated seats if you have it. But your wiring harness comes from the front of the car, comes down in the threshold of the door here, and underneath this plastic piece here is a whole spool of wires that go throughout the whole car. Well, it branches off right here to come under your seat to power your seat in that, but some of these cars come equipped with TPMS or tire pressure monitoring system, and you'll have a sensor in each wheel that will let you know on the cluster panel if your tire is low. Well, there's a little module, a little sending unit, typically sit under the seat in this area. And that is what communicates with each wheel and talks to those sensors. Well, if you have TPMS sensors, that module will be right in here somewhere, and what happens is it can get wet. And if it gets wet, if your car is equipped with TPMS, you'll have no speedometer. You'll have that ACC light that I was telling you about on your infotainment over here, and you'll have that code that pops up, that ERSP, but you will also have a low tire indicator that lights up in the corner as well. Do that because I don't have TPMS on this car, but it's the same case either or. If you have TPMS, your module could have got wet, caused it to short out. Or in my case, because it doesn't have TPMS, they still have the connector for the TPMS module, but they just kind of hide it down here and tape it in place under the carpet. This got waterlogged from my boots, and what happened is because this got wet, it caused my speedometer to quit working, gave me that little funky code in the odometer reading, and my ACC light blinks. The fix for this, if you have TPMS sensors, you're unfortunately probably going to have to fix your TPMS module because it's probably shorted out and fried. However, have to get this plug replaced, or at least dry it out really good and make sure there's no corrosion on the pins if you have TPMS. In my case, since I don't have TPMS, I don't even need this. But this connector is causing my car to short out because of the water in it. So what you can do if you don't have TPMS and you don't need this plug is you pull this wiring loom back a little bit, revealing your tiny wires. You cut all these wires off from the connector. You just cut the connector off the wires. And you're going to take electrical tape or shrink wrap ends or whatever you want to use to insulate each wire. And you're going to want to make sure each wire is wrapped separately and make sure no water can get to it and that they can't connect with each other. Once you have that done, your speedometer should come back online. Your ACC light should stop flashing, and that code on your odometer should go. And once that's done, you can bolt your seat back in place, and you'll be on your merry way. Now, obviously, if you don't have this problem yet and you want to prevent it, and you live in a, rainy or snowy environment, get WeatherTech floor mats. They will keep the water contained in the floor mat instead of letting it get in your carpet. And you'll just have to make sure that you dry the water up as it builds up, because if you do let it get under your seat, you will run into this issue. Again, this is a 06 Outback. This should pretty much be the same for 05 to 09. Yep. This little bugger here can keep you from knowing how fast you're going down the road, believe it or not. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys.